Let's call to order the committee meeting of the Louisiana, of Legislation and Government Affairs. Could we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Mr. Pell. Mr. Pell is present. Dr. Armstrong. Dr. Armstrong present. Mr. Birkin. Mr. Birkin present. Mr. Castile. Mr. Castile not present. Ms. Champagne.
Here.
Ms. Champagne present. Dr. Clark. Dr. Clark present. Mr. Harris.
Here.
Mr. Harris present. Mr. Hollis. Mr. Hollis present. Ms. Holloway. Ms. Holloway present. Ms. Mellarine. Ms. Mellarine present. Ms. Morris. Ms. Morris present. You have a quorum.
Thank you. What's our agenda, please?
The first item on the agenda is 2.1, found at page 1, consideration of a final report regarding the Louisiana Workforce and Social Reform Task Force pursuant to Governor Jeff Landry's Executive Order 24-44. The recommendation is to receive the report.
Thank you. Do I have a motion? I have a motion from Ms. Holloway and a second from Ms. Champagne. Okay, we do have some public comment. Dr. Aaron Bindley would like to comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Aaron Bindley with the Pelican Institute. I appreciate you allowing me to speak to this item. I know you might be thinking, or maybe the audience is thinking, what is something like this doing on the agenda, and what does this have to do with us in education? So I thought it was important maybe just to provide a little bit of background. So this is what many of you might have seen in various reports or in the news called the one-door model. Really, this is about a solution that will actually work to move the needle on poverty in our state. We've been working on this issue for several years with some of our peers in other states. We're thrilled that Governor Landry and his cabinet have embraced this work to make poverty in our state not just survivable, but escapable. And that takes the work of everyone in state government. The problem is, for many years, and this is not unique to Louisiana, the way states have organized social services and workforce programs have been in silos, really according to their federal program that supports them, making sure that that agency administering that program complies with those federal regulations, and at the end of the day, doesn't end up with an audit finding or a bad story in the paper. But all of this, taking a step back, all of this is meant to make sure that people in need get access to supports that can help them escape poverty and get to opportunity through work for those that can work. And so after a lot of research about what works and how can we do that more effectively, all of that work has led us to look at several states, but Utah in particular, that several years ago completely integrated all of their workforce and social services programs under one umbrella. So a family in need doesn't have to go to 10 different state agencies to apply for 10 different programs, interact with 10 different caseworkers who don't talk to one another, and they're focused on compliance and more of activity reporting. No one's really looking across all of those services to say, are we helping this individual escape poverty to get to self-sufficiency and opportunity through work, through all of these great supports that we have available to them across many different needs in their lives. So there's a lot of work going on around this right now, very exciting work both at the state level and the federal level, policy changes that we and others have been very involved in. There's a piece of legislation that's going to be offered. It's already been pre-filed, House Bill 624 by Representative Stephanie Barault, that will integrate all of these services and workforce programs under a new and improved state agency, under a new effort, so that we will truly have a one-door model in the state of Louisiana to better serve people, our most vulnerable people and their children across the state. What does that mean for you as individuals who are leaders in K-12 public education? You obviously have a track record of doing a lot of work with the Workforce Commission, with DCFS, with the Department of Economic Development, particularly when it comes to coordinating on pathways, on opportunities for our students as they get into high school and are soon to enter the world of work, making sure that they are ready and prepared. So I think there are expanded opportunities to do that work even better in a more integrated fashion. We still, even though we've made such strides in that work, we have to remember that we are still #1 in the country for the number of 16 to 24-year-olds that are neither in school nor in work. It's called the youth disconnected rate, and it is a crisis. This is an opportunity to really make some improvements in that area by serving them better across all of these different social and workforce programs across our state and across these federally funded programs. I'll end with just one other opportunity. This is not just about adults or those that are soon to be adults, but it's also about better serving families and parents. Another way that this work intersects with yours is the Department of Education administers the Child Care Assistance Program, for example. And while rightly so, the focus, ever since you all have had that under your umbrella, the focus has been on keeping kids safe and preparing them for kindergarten. You are a kid-focused agency, but we have to admit that in Louisiana's history, no one has really, and this is, again, the same as other states across the country, no one's really come alongside the adults, the parents that are receiving that subsidy, to say, we're requiring you to work or to be in school, but are you in a pathway that's leading to a good job? Are we working with you? Are we coming around you to get you out of poverty and into opportunity? So the Workforce Commission is looking forward to doing more of that work and partnering with you in that regard to make sure that we can make change, not just in silos, but across the entire system to better serve families and ultimately break the cycle of poverty for our children. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention. We are very excited about it. It's a high priority for us. There's certainly a lot of room for everyone to be involved as it regards the work that you're doing and how you fit into this. So just wanted to offer that bit of information, offer ourselves as a resource to you, and really encourage you to get involved in making sure that we can implement this for the people of our state. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Morris?
Yeah, Dr. Bindley, I'm just curious, this new organization restructuring or whatnot, is there, one of the things this board's really concerned about, and hopefully we're going to address this year, is concerns about school attendance and more specifically truancy. Is that in any way part of this integration, that conversation?
I don't know that it is specifically. It certainly has a lot of relationships to some of the problems that we see. I think initially there will be a high priority given to integrating the current programs that are supported through SNAP and TANF and WIOA as the first opportunity to consolidate and integrate all of those efforts. But definitely, I think more discussion should be taking place with our partners in the judicial system and others to make sure that we can get to the root of these family issues. Really, that's what they are, family issues, and how we can better support them in getting themselves into a more stable situation. And certainly having kids, be at school and get what they need is a big piece of that as well.
Thank you. Mr. Appel?
Thank you. I just want to challenge a couple of your words. Government cannot help break the cycle of poverty. Only a growing economy and opportunities break the cycle of poverty. And unfortunately, so many of the leaders of our state and in the city that I live in don't understand that. They think that if you just keep doing, as Dr. Roseman said earlier, if you keep doing the same things over and over, you're going to get a different outcome. You're not. The only way you help the people is for a rising tide that lifts all boats. And I know you agree. I'm not criticizing. And I applaud what y'all are trying to do. Streamlining government and making it more efficient is a laudable goal. But that is not going to break the cycle of poverty. You got to give people an opportunity to do that for themselves, which is, I understand, part of what your goal is. And then one quick question: Does this bill that you're talking about require 2/3 vote of both houses to pass? Because you're consolidating departments and so forth.
I'll have to check on that specific question. I don't know. But obviously, Mr. Appel, you know me. You know more
I do.
on my organization. We are certainly not suggesting that government is going to solve all of our ills. But as long as we do have these programs and there are tax dollars involved,
Right.
we ought to make sure that we organize ourselves such that we are achieving outcomes for people, not just going through motions and activities here or there. We have to be creating systems that are built with the needs of the people being served first and measuring outcomes As long as we have them, we owe it to all of us to do this well. Certainly, there's a lot beyond that that needs to happen, and we can spend a lot of time about what it takes to
Right.
actually grow jobs and opportunity in Louisiana. We have a lot of other work underway that I hope all of you will be involved in supporting, but point well taken. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? I do want to thank y'all for this. I read the report, and I think it gives a whole lot of hope to the business community too, and small business. Y'all have covered everything very well in here, and it's been needed for a long time. And there's been a lot of discussion over the years that I was over there. And I do agree with Conrad, but about the poverty cycle. But unless we do things like this and get us into the modern world, yeah, we can't fix it. So a lot of kudos to y'all for doing this. I thought it was excellently done, and hopefully we can implement it and have some good things happen. Any other comments? Okay, there being none, any objection? No objections, that passes. Next item, please.
Next item is on page 65, 2.1, consideration of an update report regarding the Louisiana 2025 regular legislative session.
Okay, do I have a motion? I have a motion, Dr. Armstrong, and a second by Mr. Morris. Soon to be Dr. Morris, I guess. Soon.
Check with me this year, next time this year.
Okay. We'll be kind of brief today because what I want to just touch on is the process that we've been using, which I've been sending y'all emails. I know y'all really enjoyed that. And hopefully y'all read everything that I asked you to, verbatim, especially the big bills. But starting from this day forward, or actually as I sent y'all the email, we'll start using the legislative tracker, which is put together by Ben, who does a great job, and LDOE. And I believe y'all all got the links to the legislative tracker. So that is something that you will need to be looking at on a daily basis as we go forward. It's really early for us to be able to, some bills you could, some of them may not pass the smell test, I don't know, to your opinion, but we don't even have fiscal notes yet. So we got to wait for those things to start dropping. We got to wait for the rest of the educational bills to drop, and then we'll really start working on our position as a board, probably just about daily as the session goes forward. So be looking for that. Familiarize yourself with this spreadsheet. If you have any questions, you can call me, or Ben has graciously said he will answer text, phone calls, or anything 24 hours a day. Isn't that what you said? He's all jazzed up. So y'all stay tuned because it is going to get very busy. It's not busy right now, but it will be. I want to thank y'all that when we've asked to go to committee, those of y'all that were able to show up and show support for Dr. Brumley and his staff at the education committees and at the other committees, thank you so much. I will be sending and advising y'all on these committees. There's some bills that we will be involved with that aren't in the education committee. Some will be going through finance and some other areas. There's a lot of moving parts. So just be on the lookout for my phone call or my email. And that's pretty much the update. Okay? Right. If you, Dr. Brumley just said, if any of y'all, as y'all are going through the thousands of bills that probably will be filed, if you want to add some to this sheet, just let Ben or Dr. Brumley know and they can add it to the sheet. And we do want your opinion on these as we're going through it. And I will be setting up phone calls with y'all pretty regularly so that we can all be on the same page on this stuff. So that's all I have for right now, unless y'all have anything else. Okay, is there any objection? No objection? Motion passes. I guess we had a motion. So
That concludes your agenda, sir.